Well, good morning, lovely ladies and gentlemen. Steve Collins coming to you from beautiful San Antonio, Texas, the second most powerful, passionate, purposeful coach and speaker in the world. Today is serious subject matter. It will be revelation for many of you, and it will be a conversation for many more of you. It will be a conversation for you to think about and meditate on and allow to ruminate in your mind as you consider how you have moved forward in this life, or if you feel stuck in this life in respect to the dream that is in your heart. It is your dream placed in your heart. And oh, by the way, there was some involvement with the deposit of that dream in your life. Here's what I mean by that. An Apple computer, an Apple iPhone, by its design, was designed to have certain programs on it. It doesn't just come completely empty. There are certain basic programs on it, certain applications or apps on these devices from the manufacturer. And these applications were intended to give it a foundational functionality. The foundational functionality allows it to function at the bare minimum, and you have the ability to add or subtract to that functionality. However, it comes from the manufacturer with certain apps and certain programs to give it a capacity to operate at a minimum level. You also were created with certain apps and certain programs that were deposited in you that did not come from your mama or your daddy. They came from deep within. They were deposited there by your manufacturer with an intended purpose and outcome. The challenge is, if that dream is something that you feel you can obtain with your natural gifts and talents where you are now, that requires no involvement from other people and certainly no faith in your manufacturer, then you will probably sit on that dream for the rest of your life. Les Brown talks about the place that has the greatest number of inventions, the greatest number of books, the greatest number of businesses, and the greatest number of creations wasted can be found in the graveyard. People who died with dreams that never came to pass because of what I'm going to share with you this morning. You have an enemy, my friend. Whether you are a person of faith or not, you call it what you want. In bold, they call it the drunk monkey. I call it the orangutan on meth. Some people will call it the enemy. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The voices in your head that limit you and prohibit you from believing and having faith that you can accomplish and achieve that big dream in your heart. And there are two major tactics and strategies of attack that have been utilized for thousands and thousands of years on men and women worldwide. Two particular battlegrounds and strategies and tactics that have been used for centuries. Two particular points in time when you need to be very aware. Number one is at the infancy in the womb. When that dream is in the womb, oh baby, it's all hell will break loose to abort that dream in the womb. Anything and everything will be done. Hell will be unleashed to abort that dream while it's in the womb before it even sees the light of day. The enemy will attempt an abortion on that dream before it even brings itself to light, to keep it from even taking its first breath. There will be an all-out assault from hell on your dream to shut it down. And it normally comes through fear. It comes through intimidation. It comes through a sense that there's no way you can do it. It will be a strong conviction that you'll carry around. And if you're not careful, it will come from a lot of other voices. My friend Mitch Kirsch taught a study several years ago called The Four Voices. He said the four voices are this: the voice of God, the voice of your enemy, the voice of others A, and the voice of others B. You better learn the voice of God by studying your Bible, so let the light shine and confirm what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. You better learn the voice of your enemy. It is a voice that some would call their inner demon, some would call negativity, some would call negative thinking, some would call Debbie Downer. It's that voice that says you can't do it, you ain't gonna do it, you ain't gonna make it happen, no way. Voice of others A are people who know you, who love you, who care about you, and who don't want to see you hurt, and they will advise you based on their own limiting beliefs and their limited ability to achieve their own dreams. They're not mean, they're not angry, they adore you, they love you, and they will talk you out of it because they don't want you to assume that risk. You remember the scene in Rudy, the movie Rudy Rudiger, about the mighty champion of a man who pushed through to go to Notre Dame and play that one amazing play that goes down in history when he's sitting at the bus stop with his father who loves him, who goes through this whole soliloquy of sadness around how chasing stupid dreams doesn't do nothing but hurt you and everybody who loves you. It wasn't because his dad didn't love him, it's because his dad never saw it happen in his life and couldn't see it happen in Rudy's life. Do you hear me, brothers and sisters? Let me have some likes and loves if you're feeling the message that I'm saying this morning. Voice of others A are people who know you, love you, care about you, and will take you off course if you're not careful. Then there's voice of others B. Voice of others B are the people who may not love you like family. They may not know you more than anybody else, but these are people who will speak into your life because they see you bigger than you are and they believe you can do it. They're listening to the good Lord. They're listening to their intuition, and they have a set of stones on them to tell you what you might not want to hear, to help you believe that you can do what you feel called to do. You better be careful whose voice you're listening to, because the enemy will try to abort that dream in the womb of your heart before it even sees light. Now, if you have the courage to push past that and step into that dream and begin moving forward, baby, the battle ain't over. The battle gets more intense, because the second strategy and plan that this old enemy will bring to you is if he cannot abort it in the womb, your dream, he will attempt to thwart it with distractions and discouragement before it comes to maturity. You better be careful, baby, because distraction is the name of his game. He's had thousands of years to practice this battle-tried strategy and tactic. Millions of men and women have been brought down because of this tactic. Boy, you better pay real close attention if you're going to see your dream come to pass. Let me give you a couple of quick biblical examples before I wrap it up today. When the old enemy heard that there was a star shining and that a new king had been born who was going to usurp his current authority on earth, he sent word through Herod at that time to go and kill all the little babies that had been born up to that time, male babies. Kill them all. Kill them all. Read about it in your Bible. There was a horrific outcry in all of that region as thousands of children were murdered because the enemy was trying to abort in the beginning. And when Jesus came to his maturity, he did everything to thwart the plan by taking him to a cross. Little did he know he wasn't burying a man in a tomb. No, ladies and gentlemen, he was planting a seed that was still going to bear fruit to this day. On Friday, he thought he had him. On Sunday, he went a-running. If he can't abort it in the womb, your dream, he will attempt to thwart it through distraction before it matures. Take heart. If it's ruminating in your womb, this dream you have, listen to my voice in your life today. Freaking go for it. The dream ain't even about you. It's about you becoming who he created you to be, so you can show up in this life with a vortex of momentum, bringing hundreds, I dare say even thousands more to their dream, because you stepped up to make it happen and had the courage to go for it. It ain't even about you, this dream, ladies and gentlemen. Number 2, if you find yourself having pursued your dream, having chased your dream, having gone for it, and you are near the end, you can see the finish line, but like a person running a marathon who has fallen down and twisted his ankle, who has that finish line in sight, and you just want to quit and give up, listen to me today, ladies and gentlemen. Do not give up, man. Do not give up. Do not give in. Do not take that holy hell BS that says you can't do it. Do not do it. Do not give up. Do not give in. Do not fall short before you hit that finish line, man. Hundreds, thousands, for you, maybe even millions of people are waiting for you to show up and complete the work that he started in you. Can't do it? Stressed out? Feel like you can't make it? Welcome to championship heart, ladies and gentlemen. At this point, it's all heart. At this point, it's all heart. You better bring that heart, bring it strong, bring it forceful, be everything that you know you can possibly be. Put your faith in the good Lord, ask him for help and wisdom every step of the way, and become who he intended for you to become. Have a great day, guys.